Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 8 of this building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to change the walls to a curtain wall, added some windows and this divider. Now we're gonna continue working on this. We're gonna start by adding some rails. So I'm gonna click on rail, and instead of the pipe, I want the glass. So this glass, I'm just gonna add it here and here for now. Let's click finish. Actually, they want it separately, so I'm just gonna add it separate like that. Click it again, another separate, click finish, add it all throughout here. So rail, make sure it's glass, then all the way right here, click finish, railing again. I'm just leaving a little bit of gap there. So railing, as you can see, I don't go over because obviously the railing needs to stand on something, which is the slab. And then here, let's add it here, all the way up there. Let's look at it at 3D. And as you can see, we have this kind of form here. It looks nice. So next thing we're gonna do is, so we have our floor, we have everything ready. Now we need to add some um, levels. So let's go to south elevation, and then here we need to add more levels. So click here. So this is level 4. Now we could just create or use copy, and then we could just pull it up from there, make sure multiple is checked, and we could just keep on typing 3000. I'm planning to maybe add this one more than 8 or something. So make sure this is 90 degrees, and then just keep on typing 3000. Also another way is to click on level, choose this, pick line, offset to 3000. So that's another way. And then you could just click here, it will create. So here it just went down a bit. I'm just gonna undo that. Click here, then it needs to be offset there. Oops. There needs to be outwards. So make sure the temporary dash lines is appearing at the top so that it's easier. 18. There. So now I want in the midpoint to be changed. So I'm actually going to delete up to 20 basically. So let's delete up to 20. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, delete that. I'm gonna create a 6,000 after this. So go back to architecture, level, pick this, 6,000 now. So we have a 6,000 there. That will be, should be level 21. We should undo this. I don't want to skip any level. 1920, and then here let's change this to 6,000, and then 3,000 again, and then all the way up to 30. So we're basically preparing for our high-rise building. So that's 30. Now we need to pull everything up. Like I said earlier, we need to pull everything up so that all our grid line will show. Make sure to check it on all the elevations. So undo this. Now we need to go to our north. Double check that first. East. Now we need to pull this up. All the way up there. And then here, we need to move this one a little bit on the side. Something like that. That's perfect. And then west now. Double check. Mostly if you um if you double check east and west, they are um like mirror of each other, and then they when you fix one of them, it will be fixed on the others as well. So even north and south. So that's the partnering of that. Now after that, we could go back and double check if all the floors are here, which is not. So we could go to our view, plan view, floor plan, and then let's select everything by holding on shift and selecting the bottom, and then press OK, so that we could see all the levels right here. So we'll go back to level 3. What we need to do is we need to select everything, but don't select the um, the stairs. So undo the stairs. So this one, shift, and then create a view, and then deselect that. We don't need the stairs to be added because it will create an error, and that happens every time. Here we will need to create a group. So click here under modify. This will be called group number 1. You can change it whatever you want. You can put typical floor plan and then press OK. So after that, you can now copy and then paste to align selected levels. I want it to be from level 4 up to level 20. Okay, we might be going to level 19 only, so I just want to double check before we do that. So level 19 first, press OK. It will do its own thing, it will process, and then we will need to go back and then copy it on other floors as well, except for level 20 to 21, because we're gonna add a different floor there. So it will be the swimming pool area and all that. Now let's look after it's done. Let's see how it worked. So as you can see, it did copy. I think it's better to see it on an elevation. So let's pick on south elevation. And as you can see, we're right. It should be just the 19th floor. And then now we need to skip from level 20 to 21 and just add it from 21 to 30. So let's do that as well. Go to architecture, or sorry, modify, paste, align to selected level, or we could just go back here, paste, we need to go 22 to 29, and let's let it do its thing. It's processing, as you can see here. So it just finished. Let's look at it as south elevation again. So we just need to add one more. So we just need to paste it, align. It will be the 21st. And let it do its thing. And of course we will need to add a roof. So there we go. We have everything. So now the good thing about group is once we change anything on here, so if you need to edit something, it will change on all of them. So that's the good thing about it. For example, this one, if I edit this, so here I extended this, click finish, it will be edited on all the floors. So we don't need to keep on going to each and every floor and then editing just one piece. It's the fastest way of doing it. So now we're checking number 4, 5, and so on. Everything will be clear. So for example, if you've been asked to change something, it will be easy to change it. Okay, so that's how it's easy to change anything. And then as you can see, we have our design right here like this. So it will be easy for us. So for example, if we want to change the finish of this one later on, we could just edit the group and it will be changed on all of them. As you can see, we have this one, and then we need to add in something here to cover, because we will need to add something for the pool area. So we're gonna do that later on. So now let's go. So I believe let's go to our south elevation again. So we need to go to level 20. So this is the level 20. As you can see, nothing is here. We will need to view where the location of the um, elevator R, and then from there, um, the surrounding as well. Okay, so what we could do now is go under your properties, underlay. Instead of none, let's go to 19 below it. Go to architecture, click wall, make sure this is wall number 1, interior. Click it here, rectangle. Let's add it here. Okay, this one, it should be 6,000 because it will need to go from level 20 to 21. So it will be 6,000. And then here, elevator and stairs. So now what we're gonna do is we will need to add in more walls. And we could just add that later on. After that, we will need to add in the other as well. So this is the surrounding of this. I'm just copying whatever's below. And then I'm just estimating this again, another wall, but this one, let's change this to exterior wall number 1. Click here, rectangle. This layout will be inwards from the below. So we will need to add it from here. So I'm just adding it from there, and we could extend it later on. So you don't need to worry. So from this wall, and then we need to add it from this wall as well. So now we have this area. If we check it, it will look like that. And then here we could add in some aesthetics, so different support and whatever we want. So that's how I want to show it to you. So let's go back to level 20. Here we don't need the underlay anymore. So now we could just put it to none and then apply. Now we're gonna concentrate on this. As you can see, we have our elevator right here. Now we need to add common areas like gym, party room, those kind of stuff. So here I'm just adding this. This is around 2400 from this line, the midline, which is number 4. We're gonna add the pool right there. So CS here, we're gonna add the pool, washroom, men's changing room as well. And then here as well, the changing room. This will be in the midpoint, and this one as well, midpoint. I'm gonna add it here. We have some game room. We could extend this wall for our game room. We have our meeting room as well here. So different kinds of rooms. We also have barbecue area. So we will need to have space here. And then we will have party room this big. Okay, so the gym, the game room is gonna be bigger in the pool area. What we could do is we could add in some doors. And then I'm just gonna add in some markings. This will be for the gym, and this will be for the party room. And then click here, the midpoint right here. So this is like spaces that you they could rent out. And then let's add this one, SL. We could add in some barbecue area here, because obviously on the condominium you cannot do barbecue on your floor. You need to have some space, and most of the time you can rent it out on the space like this. So we could just add in some door right here and a door right there. We could just divide this one. Okay, then we have pool here, and then I think it's better to just add in some room names like this. Okay, swimming pool. We could just put this as room. So multi room, this room barbecue, multi-purpose room as well. Maybe similar to party rooms as well. This will be gym. This will be women's washroom, men's washroom, men's changing room, women's changing room. Okay, we could have a double door here as well, so they could access both. They could access both of this area. So the gym, and then the washroom, and then the changing room all together. Party room. We need some washroom as well. And let's just put some tag. Men's washroom, and then women's washroom. Let's add in some doors here for the elevator. And then the stairs. And then annotate thin lines. Also, I just need to make sure the space for the drop shoot as well is here. So the 19, and here we go. This is something that we need to fix. We need some room here. This one will be flipped like that. And then we will need to have this one move like that. Okay, so we just need to make sure everything is consistent, and then we could just remove this now. Here we could just add the door like that again, and looks like everything's good. You have the space here for the gym and all this those good stuff. So let's finish here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.